And now Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Paul Beam.
All right, let's start with a look outside over Idaho Falls because it's looking to be a gorgeous day. The skies are starting to see a lot of those clouds start to push out, and we're not seeing anything in the way of rain, not seeing anything in the way of snow either. And those winds have since died down from those systems we saw earlier this week. So it's going to be a nice calm easing into the weekend, which is going to be even more of those clear skies and those temperatures shooting upwards. Flood warning still in effect, though, for the Snake River at Lorenzo in between Rexburg and Rigby. You can see that on the east side of US 20. And you're going to continue to see in those low-lying areas around that river just a slight amount of flooding from that. So just be very wary if you do live in low-lying areas around that region of the Snake River. Now, as we move forward to what we're seeing throughout today, temperature tracker cold right now, 44 in Pocatello, 40 in Idaho Falls. But as we hit the daytime, we're going to see those temperatures start to skyrocket. They're going to start to hit those upper 60s today, the lower 70s for the weekend. And then while it does back off a little bit after that, we're continuing to see temperatures that are in those nice spring ranges. Storm Tracker also showing just a very little amount of clouds over near Jackson, near Afton, and over towards Wyoming as well. But here in Idaho Falls, Pocatello, we're seeing those clouds start to pull out. You can see down by Malad City out there as well. That's going to continue to move over, and as I zoom out, you'll see where that's coming from. That wave that was moving through Nevada has since moved into Utah, into Wyoming, and even as far over as Colorado. And a lot of those clouds are being pulled out with it. Over the last few hours, we saw a lot of those clouds make their way out as we move towards a nice clear weekend. Future tracker shows that pull out by the end of today. And then by the time we hit Saturday, you see that nice clear streak across Idaho. That's where we're in. Both systems on either side not affecting us until Monday. It starts to move towards us, a little bit of clouds on Saturday, but for the most part staying clear even through Sunday, with a lot of that moisture keeping its distance throughout the entirety of the weekend. Just waiting until Monday to make it through. Taking a look at the 7-day, you can definitely check it out on Monday with that chance of rain coming through on Monday, Tuesday, which drops those temperatures. Of course, Saturday and Sunday seeing 71 and 73, but we dropped to 60 on Monday, 64 on Tuesday. And it's nice to see that the cold end of the spectrum now is 60s, and 70s are the highs that we see when it's on the warm side. So we are continuing by force to see this warm up push its way into getting close to summer weather here. We are in the back half of April. We're in the middle of spring, seeing 70s already. We're going to start to see those mid 70s by the weekend. Idaho Falls just barely getting into those 70s for both Saturday and Sunday. That rain does cool it down into the 50s, but it doesn't stick there for long because you're warming back up into the 70s by next Wednesday and Thursday as well. So we're continuing to see those temperatures push upwards. T10 area close enough to see that snow rain mix. You can see the lows at night being at 29 on Monday and Tuesday, but the highs are still pushing further as we hit Tuesday, Wednesday, for Thursday, continuing to get back into those 60s. And then finally, the center mounts very similar. A chance of seeing a little bit of winter precipitation on Tuesday, but for the most part, temperatures do stick to those upper 50s, lower 60s. So here in Pocatello, we're excited to see those 70s, and hopefully, I've said this a lot over the last month and a half, but hopefully this will be the time that spring has finally come to stay.
Yeah, my ears perked up. I heard summer. I was like, what was that, Paul? Summer?
Okay, it's only April. Maybe I got a little excited there, but it's nice to see that those temperatures are finally getting into the 70s range.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
All right.